Well folks, hello. I'm going to try this again, right? Just because I made a total pig's ear out the last time. This is, look at that. This is Preston Pans railway station nowadays, right? This is an extension of the car park. Now I'm going to cheat, right? I didn't want to go down those roads there. I'm sorry, the sun's actually right on me there. Once I get to where I'm going, it'll probably be better. Anyway, right, so I haven't fixed it yet, that's good. This is my wee get through. Now I actually did this walk about 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago maybe actually, because I was a wee bit no well there for a wee spell. Anyway, under the tree, through the broken fence. Right, this is the original getting to the walkway to the railway station, okay? Look at that, it's got a phone box up there actually, I've never seen that before. Now, I'm going to take you through lots of different time zones here, right? Many different time zones. Thankfully the sun's out my face now. Under the trees. And you see over there, right? That was the original site of Preston Lodge High School. A very, very, very renowned school. And then it burnt down. We'll go through the history of that one another time. And you have to imagine, this wasn't here, right? These houses are new. It's just the progress, you know what I mean? These houses are all new. Somebody's got a greenhouse, good man. Or woman, whatever. Anyway, right. What I'm going to do today, right? This is really quite, it's going to be quite complex, right? But this is very, very important. Now, here we are, almost where I'm going to take you. Right? I've had to get myself a gimbally thing. Right, now, here. This was the original carriageway, if you like, to get to the railway station. But again, you need to kind of imagine this not being there. This wasn't there, okay, and I'll explain why. Let me tip that down just a wee bit, or tipping it up, tipping it down. I don't care what way I'm going. Anyway. Right. There we go. I'm not very good with tech folk, you ken that. So, this was the original get-in for the railway station. And now we have the sign, Johnnie Road. Okay, that's where I'm taking you. But before I do, try and get in a wee bit of a higher position. See, over there, that's a brand new cooperative shop, right? That used to be McMullen Coated Fabrics, hello there. Then it changed to Lothian Coated Fabrics. They made like, you know, oilskins, waterproofs, stuff like that. So that's what they did. And it was a good company, it was around here for a long time. See this thing? I really don't care what I'm doing with this. Anyway. Right, so this, I'm going to embark on this one, right? Johnnie Road. Why is this historically important? Number one, look at the size of these walls here. I mean, seriously, do you honestly think? Where's this thing bloody gone? Get back round here. Come on. Hey, oi, oi, oi. Back round here. Right. Stop. So, these walls are massive right now. When we go up round the corner here, this is probably make you giggle a wee bit maybe. Now, let's dispel the first myth, okay? This is not a single carriageway road. It really isn't. Now, this is what people are complaining about. To let you understand, right, they're going to try and close this road off, right? Now I've already took you round This is where I'm going to go back in history for you folks, right? Just to get you some dates. Now, I've already been round Preston Lodge House. And the tower, which dates back to 1365. Let's get these dates right. Around about this anyway. 1365. So, the tower, which I've shown you, I'm hoping to actually have a second revisit actually and go and see what they've actually done. Anyway, so Preston Tower, 1365. Northfield House is the second oldest in that area that I already showed you, away just down that corner there, right? And you have to think about the geology of the ground here. So the tower, Northfield House is the oldest. That was 1600s. 1600s for the tower. Sorry, Northfield House, by the way. That's the one with the turrets on it that I showed you. Now, this road, this predates many, many things, right? It's called Johnnie Cope Road. Let's get the history in here. Johnnie Cope Road because on the 21st of September 1745, General, let's give the man his title, General Sir John Cope of the English Army used this road to flee. He used this road to run away from the Battle of Preston Pans, which unfortunately for all sides, to be honest, like, you know what I mean, many people died. Now, this is where things get even more interesting. See that? Look, people have actually built houses up there. Right, now, here's where I think this is amusing. This bridge I'm looking at right now. Now, again, Sir General John Cope fled the battle in 1745. The East Coast Main Line came into play in the 1830s, 1840s. So there's like 100 years almost between the two occurrences, right? So you have to imagine, because I'm sick of people saying it's a single track road. No, it's bloody not. You know the width of this pavement. I have forgot my measuring tape and I forgot my distance sensor. But I reckon I remember the last time I done it. This is, by the way, this is take 2. I walked all the way up here and done all this. And I hadn't pressed record. So, sorry if it takes me a long time, right? I'm not very good at editing and stuff like that. Anyway, I think there's a train coming. But, in the time, this is what they did. So they did pinch a wee bit of the road, if you like. But again, what you've got to do is you've got to go back in time here, right? And when we get further up round the corner, you'll see why, right? You have to go further back in time here. Road was here pre-1745. Can you imagine, right? This road, and look at the size of it, come on. You're trying to tell me this is a single track road? I mean, honestly, are you waffling? Now, these road lights, traffic lights, they're new. To me, they're new. I've been out the area for a few years. Now, see this wee pathway along here? You can see it just at the end here, right? And that's the back entrance into the railway station. Forgive me if I puff and pant a wee bit, folks, right? So anyway, that wee path takes you along to a monument for Colonel Gardner, who also fell at the Battle of Preston Pans. I'll do it another day. That won't be today. I'm sorry, folks. So, again, these traffic lights are new. Now, there's certain contingents want to close this road. Right, they want to close it. Now, it's ancient, I'm no kidding. And if people, for instance, just the other day, and somebody posted them on the social media, there was an accident at one of the slip roads off the A1, and we'll get to that. And this road became the only escape route. It's the last existing direct route between two villages, Prestonpans, Tronent, and then it tails off. You can go up to Ormiston, Elphiston. You can get to all these other places. These are ancient roads. And why do they want to shut them off? Because there's certain contingents that are trying to make it get turned into a private road, possibly, allegedly. This is new, by the way. What they did was they made a new extension to the car park at the back. Now, you've got to understand, right? Prestonpans is oh, see, look, there's another. You shout out for these guys. Trying anyway. So, see if we can get that again, actually. Again, folks, I'm not very good with tech, right? Hope you can see that. Let's keep Johnnie Cope Road open to all traffic. They're trying to turn it into a cycle route. Look, see, this is what some people are moaning about. Now, politically, now see, this is a footpath. This is a footpath, and that's still a two-carriageway road, right? Seriously, that is still a two-carriageway road. You know. Some people talking a lot of guff. Oh, boy racers coming down here at 45 miles an hour. Aye, yeah, right. There's probably no stretch of this road that you could probably reach 45 miles an hour and then manage to stop. Now, this is where we're getting to the other parts, okay? Over here, we have Bankton House. Now that was completed in the late 1600s, okay? So the 17th century, the late 1600s, Bankton House. And that was the home to Colonel Gardner, who fell at the Battle of Prestonpans. And now there is a memorial, we'll get to that again another time, definitely. But for right now, I'm really just concentrating on the road. See this section of the road here? Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Bottom line is, the powers that be probably been sitting on their hands for about 2 years, 2.5 years, and that you should actually stop being utter tyrants. Fix the bloody road. Dinna be so silly. Right, now this bit here I'm going to stop for a second. I'm not going to venture onto the property. No first angle. So I've got near right. And there is cottages just over my shoulder. I'll no film any of them until I get past them, because I'm not going to be accused of looking in somebody's windows. Right, this is Bankton House. Bankton House, right now I'm not going to go in right now, but I will get that on the film, and that was Colonel Gardner's house, okay? And there's a lady got an equestrian centre here as well. She needs access to this road. She needs to be able to get customers in, customers out. Wee cottages there. There used to be little farm cottages when I was a laddie. Now there's that's sold, is it? Well done. There was a queue of traffic up here the other day. Right. Here we go again. Potholes. Potholes. Oh, good grief. Now again, this road is wide. This is a bad bit, right? It's not all bad. It's just it's literally been neglected, and that really is the long and short of it. So again, Can you just imagine all the battles going on? And I mean, the Battle of Preston Pans wasn't just like a wee skirmish, you know? Wasn't just a bunch of wee boys having a wee skirmish and a wee fight. Look up the history of it. It's quite interesting. Now, this is where the road deviates. Okay? This here, obviously, is an entrance to the farm. Now, see, I hope I can maybe actually catch them when I go on the bridge. See the bridge that I came under, the railway one, East Coast Main Line. Again, you have to imagine that wasn't there, right? None of this was here, right? Colonel Gardiner's house, Bankton, that was the late 1600s. So this road was here originally before that. But there's two more bridges like the one I came under. But what they had to do was, I'm hoping you might be able to see it. I know this is going to go on a long time, folks, I'm sorry. A lot of ground to cover. So, what they had to do was, the East Coast Main Line was sinking. So what they had to do was, right, we're actually on the bridge now. See if I don't know if you can actually see that. I'll try and get down as far as I can. Come on. See the tops of the copse there on the wall? That's the original wall. It meanders away again. Sorry, excuse me. But it meanders away again. This is the bridge that was put in when they made the new A1 back in the 1980s. Look at the condition of this roadway. It's fine. It's perfect. You know what I mean? What they did do as well is, which is actually quite nice, we planted loads of cherry trees up here, good grief. You have no idea how much this is hurting. Anyway, I'm loving it, by the way. This is a beautiful place. Now, this bridge, and I have been in touch with the authorities regarding this, because the council seem to think they can just kind of do whatever they want. This bridge, see here now. I'm getting there, alright? I'm getting there. I'm getting old. Right. So, this is where it narrows again. And listen, for all the years this has been here, I don't think there's been any fatalities. Anybody wants to correct me? If I'm wrong, then please do so. Never seen any fatalities. Most people use a bit of common savvy and they slow down when they're going over the fucking bridge. The Fizzing Bridge, sorry, the Fizzing Bridge. I did say that. Now, we're actually on the bridge. There's a bone of contention here, right? And this comes from Transport Scotland. Now, that's the A1 trunk road, okay? That's going to take you to Wallingford, Musselburgh, Edinburgh, okay? This side is going to take you east, down the coast. This bridge is owned by, maintained by, Jesus Christ, what's that? Oh, my bag. Right, this bridge is owned by, maintained by, built by Transport Scotland, okay? They're in charge of the structure of this bridge, and it is sound. It is the integrity of it is brilliant, okay? Do you think they're actually just going to build a makeshift platform blooming bridge across the A1, the main trunk road? No! The only issue is, right, and again, look at it. It's actually perfect, right? The council are in charge of the tar that goes over the bridge. How ridiculous does this all get? But that's the way the world is, folks. So, I'll show you the way back down. But in all reality, they want to shut this bridge off at the bottom just before I started coming up. I'll show you the other one when I get up here. Okay. Busy one. Aye, so you know. So they've been using every excuse under the book. The bridge isn't structurally sound enough for the traffic. Utter nonsense. This is all farmers' fields here, okay? This road is ancient, and I mean, I'm no kidding. Again, 1745, 1600s, Colonel Gardner's house was built. Where do you think the stuff came from? It was used for trade between neighbouring villages, right? Up there, we have Trinent, right? At the top of the hill there, that garage, okay? Actually really, really good people that stay there. Now behind that garage, there used to be a quarry, okay? So this bit of land we're coming up to now, again, look what's around you. These roads were meant for transporting goods between villages, farms. Preston Pans used to do pottery, glass, you know, beer. That's what these were for, right? And then the council supposedly adopt things, yeah. So now you're not wanting to adopt your children anymore. What am I on here now? 22 minutes. I'm sorry folks, this is a long one. It's quite a long road. And see all these holes here, right? This is what's bugging folk, right? And it comes in sporadic bursts, and I'm hoping I can offer you some explanation. See all this grit here, right? At my feet. This will make sense later on when I get further up. But there's a footpath there, see? Like everything else, what you have to do is put your brain back in time, folks, alright? This road would be horses and carts, you know. So they've got like, you know, not so much farm produce, but like say the glass, the pottery, you know, and even not so much coal, because every sort of town round about here, every village really had their own access to coal. It's very common. So out of Preston Pans, what didn't go on the ships out of Morrison's Haven would be transported throughout all the other villages, which is great. From soap to everything. I think I've heard of soap once before in the past. I think I used to hide my money underneath it. Anyway, sorry. Can't resist that. Hi, so this is where it gets bad again, see? Now I've got an explanation for this, right? See all the grit here again? See all the grit, right? Lying here at my feet, right? Now, forgive my breathing folks, right? Anyway, so yeah, all these bloody potholes, and I'll tell you what, there's absolutely tons, loads, there's absolutely loads of streets, roads that I could name in Preston Pans. Now, see this here, see this big crack? Here we're getting to a better one, this is a better example. See that, right? It's simple erosion. It's land erosion. It's really that simple. Now, oh, this is really starting to hurt now, by the way. So now we're up to the last stretch, right? Now, this is the bit I was showing you. The garage is up there, and these steps, they bypass this last section of this road. Okay, so these steps actually take you right up and you pass by this. Now, this road here, I'm intrigued by the name. They're deciding to call it, let me go this way. They're deciding to call it Brickmakers Road. Now, there wasn't any brickworks in Trinent that I am aware of, ever. They were from Preston Pans. So now, was it a case of that they'd bring the bricks up this way, up Johnnie Cope Road, and then come along here. This road eventually takes you along to church, on Church Street in Trinent. Lovely old building, by the way. I'll get that one again. So I'm curious about that one. Brickmakers Road. Never heard of that before. Now, the chippy stones. Okay. See the road? This is washout, right? This is washout. Now, look at the gradient on it. This is basically washout. This happens along. Now, okay, that's terrible, right? There's no need for that, right? This is, again, no need for this at all. People have 2 years supposedly already rubber stamped it to get closed. Was never meant to be left open when they built the bypass. Utter hooey. Don't believe a word of that. Now, so again, see when the water comes down here, right? Now you've got to understand, in my opinion, right? This is only my opinion, just because I watch loads of stuff and things like that. And we'll wait until we get to the top, right? Because I'm a bit puffed and there's a car coming up behind me. There's another big hole in the ground, see? So, Johnnie Cope Road, ancient. How far do you think it dates back? I'm willing to go way, way, way back, and I'll explain why next. See? Oh, it's not a busy road. Oh, it's not needed. Again, I've had people from police, Scotland, they need, imagine this, right? They're going to be talking about putting a pair of gates down there. Are you having a laugh? So, you've got an ambulance racing to a heart attack. Look at the gradient on this road, by the way. Right. You've got a heart attack victim, waiting on an ambulance, and you've got to fart about trying to open doors, gates, to get down the road. Utterly ridiculous. Police going to a domestic or whatever, having to open gates. No, just fix the road. People have managed for hundreds of years without traffic lights, gates, lectures and all that stuff. I'm nearly at the top, folks, I'm getting there. Right now, another criticism I hear for folk, it's far too steep, a hill start. Now, again, you have to cast your mind back in time here. Okay? Now, nearly at the giveaway. This road here, the big road, is the old A1, right? That was the A1. You see the road going up there? That's Bursley Bray. Now, this road, Johnnie Cope Road, were all interlinked. Farm roads, farm tracks. That leads up to Fosside Castle. We will get there one day, folks, don't worry. So, you go all the way up to Fosside Castle there. You can get up to Elphiston, you can get up to all the other different wee villages round about. This, obviously, being a A1 trunk road, would have been built up. So again, you have to take your mind back in time. Now what happens now is, and I reckon, when I look at the geology, right, I know that I'm a geologist, but when I look at round about me, this Johnnie Cope Road, I think at one point in time, would quite possibly have been a river, a burn, a big burn by the way. And when you look down here, it's just like a big fishbowl. You know what I mean? But quite possibly, originally, I'm going to start bringing my way back down, folks. Possibly originally, Johnnie Cope Road maybe what originally came to be because it was a burn, a river. If you look at the way the road actually just naturally sort of meanders, you have to forget about the bridge over the A1, you have to forget about the railway station because they weren't there, nothing was there, and again just the big dip in the land. And again, I'm not, hey listen, somebody post this Neil Oliver, I think he'd like this. But yeah, so it's an ancient road. They want to shut it off because I think basically at the end of the day, I'm sorry I'm guessing, but the bean counters want more beans in the pocket. Look at that, come on. I can't actually see, folks, the sun's right in my bloody eyes. That's looking down in Preston Pans and the surroundings. It's beautiful, folks. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day here. It's June the 4th, I think. Sunday, it's Sunday the 4th, 2023. I'm James. I hope I've not missed anything, but I'll catch up with some more of the history. It's just something I'm into, you know. I think people need to remember history of their local place. Now you see the state of the road on this side, it's actually not too bad. And again, honestly, see when it's raining really hard, this road just frickin' floods. It frickin' floods. You get absolutely tons of it. Listen to that, it's got something rattling quite bad there. But the road just floods. And that's why you end up with some of these, pardon me, and then in winter time, when it freezes, tar just pops. Water gets into the cracks, and that's why the chippy stains all in here, see? But again, wouldn't it surprise me in the slightest if this was just originally